My name is Paul Tobin. I'm president of the United Spinal Association, and this is our first ever roll on Capitol Hill, and thank you very much for participating.
So there's a Romney path and there's an Obama path. Both of them, I think, hold great risk. The revenues simply don't match the basic core services that our government is providing. And unless we address that, what that means is that we will end up in a dynamic where we have very little economic growth.
You need to think, and think jealously for the disabled community. Think jealously for this population.
We've educated all, kids with disabilities, and we didn't do it so that they could stay home and watch television. It's so that they can go to work, and yet, if they go to work, they lose their health care or they risk their health care. Do you think this is the right Congress to be dealing with those issues?
Here's the one thing I'm absolutely certain of, which is that if we don't try, we won't know.
Since we have so low expectations for students with disabilities, then that's how we continue to have low expectations for workers with disabilities.
I think IDEA has had high expectations. It requires that kids receive a quality education that will maximize their potential and receive it in an integrated setting.
We need 2/3 of our senators, which is 67 votes, to say we want to ratify this treaty. The treaty does not cost anything. It's something that's free.
If we took the unemployment rate, current unemployment rate for those with disability is almost double. For the Rehab Act, the big three sections is 501, which said that there cannot be discrimination and there will be affirmative action and reasonable accommodation. I'm telling you this because you need your government to help.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you? How's it going there?
Hey, how are you?
Nice to see you here. Nice to meet you as well.
Oh.
Thanks for coming by.
The one thing that I want to talk about is that Medicaid really is my lifeline.
It's really great that the Congressman Langevin was able to meet with us, and I'm happy to hear that he's going to work on ratcheting up momentum and support for the CRPD.
He seems so supportive. I didn't expect him to say outright, well, let's work on the CRPD.
That's great. That's
exciting.
Yeah, they really wanted to find out your story.
I met with Melissa Johnson. She's the tax counsel for Congresswoman Velasquez.
How did it go?
It went pretty well. She seemed pretty receptive to everything we had to say, and she already knew a lot of the issues, which is encouraging.
I was really excited when I found out that we weren't the only people talking about the importance of wheelchairs and other durable medical equipment.
People understand some of the implications of some of the policies that Medicare has. That's going to affect people to be able to get their mobility product. And if they don't get their mobility product and it gets kicked back, where are they going to go?
Really engaged and on board with a lot of the same issues and concerns that we wanted to shed light on.
I agree. It was great. I was a little nervous going into the first one, but it seemed to go pretty well, and my confidence just built from there. And so I really enjoyed the conversations we had. They had some great questions, had some great feedback for us, and it was just overall an excellent day.
This is an incredible demonstration of his integrity and his leadership, and we, for that reason, want to award the Junius Kellogg Award to Congressman James Langevin. Thank you.
I have long said that people with disabilities are America's greatest untapped resource today, yet many still face challenges in accessing employment, transportation, housing, and healthcare. However, by fostering an environment of inclusion and empowerment, we can provide the means for every individual to fulfill his or her God-given potential as a productive and contributing member of society. And at the end of the day, I believe that it is our abilities, not our disabilities, that define who we are and what we can accomplish, and together know we can accomplish anything. Thank you so much.
I want to present the James J. Peters Award to Tom Martin.
Biomedical science will find a cure for spinal injuries before they'll have accessible taxis in D.C.
That was the commissioner.
Or something like that.
The taxi commissioner said that.
Oh, the taxi commissioner said that. Well, I'm on the appropriations committee. We'll see about that. As we learned so many times with the ADA, a lot of the things that we did because we thought about it in terms of people with disabilities, it spilled over into the general population. I mean, I dare say mothers with babies in strollers like curb cuts just as much as Jen Wolf likes those curb cuts. Or accessible taxis with ramps, or widened doorways. I pushed through the bill that, after ADA, that made it mandatory that we have closed captioning on all our TVs. Well, that's wonderful. You know, my brother who was deaf, people who are hard of hearing. Now I found out that they're most popular in sports bars. So, it just goes to show you universal design. You know, a swimming pool in itself is, if I'm not mistaken, what do you call it, an attractive nuisance. You're a lawyer, you know all this stuff. So what do? We get rid of all the swimming pools in America? No. What we do is what we've done all along is we make them fully accessible to everyone and exclude no one. And I might give a shout out to the United States Chamber of Commerce that last year also made it their goal that by 2015 we will increase the number of people with disabilities in the labor force by over 1 million workers by 2015, a 20% increase. So we're on our way. We've got businesses stepping up.
The first part is making it real to a congressman or a congressman staffer, that there are real people in the congressman's district who are affected by the things that we're talking about, things like complex rehab technology or access to wheelchairs. Mm-hmm. If we can convince them of that, make them understand that this is a real issue, this isn't what the state fruit of Oklahoma is going to be or what the official bird of something. It's something that has real, tangible meaning in the lives of people with disabilities. If we can do that, then we've made a significant first step.